Hello, lovely YouTube people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Adrian, and today I want to talk about something that I'm going to attribute to my autism, and I think it has to do with like rigidity or having certain rules that you make for yourself. Now, to be completely honest with you, this is not something that I've historically enjoyed admitting about myself, about like being rigid in any kind of way. I very much, when I was younger, tried to put on the mask of like being very go with the flow and like nothing bothers me and I can just, you know, flow. Except the thing is, it's always bothered me. I've never really been super go with the flow. But anyway, really what I've been thinking about is just what I've noticed about myself is there's just like there just seem to be these rules that I make that keep me from doing things or like cause extra irritation when it comes to certain things because it's like I feel like things have to I feel like things have to go the way that I want them to, which sounds like I don't know. It just sounds annoying. Like it just sounds it's just it's just irritating. And it's like well, I don't know. I'm just trying to be honest. It's like not something that I really like about myself, you know? And I know that it's something that other people don't tend to like about people, which is um which is difficult. And it's hard sometimes to like get out of this, because I spent most of my life feeling like everything about me was wrong and like I had like a million different character flaws that I had to fix. But then like it turns out it's not always like a character flaw of mine. Sometimes it's just like an autistic trait that and sometimes things about me, it's like not necessarily harmful. It's just that like other people don't like it because they think it's fucking weird. But this area that I'm talking about right now, I would say is something that I would like to like improve on, change about myself, which is like it's like a difficult thing to do. It's kind of like a delicate line to walk of like when do you strive for like improvement and when do you like accept yourself and work with that, right? Very it's very hard sometimes because and then especially for me because shame has always been such like a big thing throughout my life. Like I've just carried so much shame about like everything about me, which is difficult. So it's hard to go about things in a gentle way, which I've been doing my best to do these days, like these last few years or whatever. And I guess especially even more recently, I'm just trying to be nicer to myself and I'm trying not to go into shame all the time and thinking like, oh my God, like I just need to get my shit together or something. I don't know. And so it's kind of like this is kind of one of those difficult areas where it's like, yeah, I don't want to always feel like I can't do things unless there's a certain way, or like I stop myself from doing things. And I'm trying to think about how I really want to get into this and like explain it, right? Because it's like I recognize there are times when obviously I can't always do things exactly the way that I want to, and there needs to be room for things to change, to shift a little bit, to sometimes do things in a different order than I usually would, or to do something a little bit differently due to whatever the circumstance is. It's just that I have a really hard time with it, you know? And sometimes I can, you know, I have been able to, move in that way at times and been able to say, like, okay, well, this isn't going to go exactly the way that I want to, but like, I can do this. I can go about this in this way. But it's irritating every time. Like, it's frustrating. It feels dysregulating to me. And so it's like, even though I've been able to do it, like, it doesn't ever, like, not feel bad, which is the thing, and which makes it, like, hard, because I'm like, well, it's gonna feel bad every time that I have to, like, if I am going to compromise on something or whatever. But I just, like, realize it just gets in my way a lot. And I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of like a lose-lose sometimes. And so that's like why I would like to, I don't know. I hope this is making sense. I don't know if this is, like, making sense to people without me giving any, like, specific examples of it. It's hard for me to share personal things sometimes, and, like, explain exact situations, because it's hard for me not to feel like embarrassed about things, I guess. I'm just like, it's just like an old program into my nervous system to feel like just embarrassed by my existence. And so, like, it's just it's just difficult. But, like, I don't know. There are just certain things. It's just like, this is something that stops me from doing things that I want to do, because, like, I don't have the perfect environment for it, the perfect conditions. And so, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, how I can start talking about certain things. I mean, like, we could talk about, like, my routine. I'm pretty, like, routine in the things that I like to do every day. It's not 100% always the same, but there are a lot of things that I like to do, and I like to do things in a certain order. And um, anything is different, it makes it difficult for me to do things and to feel okay not doing things in the same way. Like, say I had to wake up earlier for whatever reason. I'm not very good at giving myself enough time to do things. Like, if I have I don't like waking up early. So obviously, if I'm gonna have to wake up early, like, will want to have as much sleep as possible. And so, like, I'm not gonna give myself. It turns out I take a long time to do, like, my full routine the way that I usually do. And so if I'm waking up earlier and I don't, like, I find myself getting frustrated, and I feel like it throws my whole day off when I don't get to do everything like that, like I usually do. Because, like, if I'm waking up earlier, I'm sacrificing some things, because, like, I don't tend to give myself enough time to do them. So, I mean, like, that's one thing, I guess. And it's like I kind of wish, like, I'd like to learn to be okay with not being able to do things exactly the way that I want to. Like, I'd like to learn how to be able to be, like, okay, and feel like it's okay, and, like, I don't have to shame myself for not, like, doing certain things, because, I can get into this mode where I kind of shame myself for, like, not doing enough things to take care of myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't do a meditation today, or, like, I didn't eat as much before I left, like, as much as I should have, and, like, then I start feeling bad about myself, like, oh, I'm not doing a good job of taking care of myself. And then there are things like when, okay, I don't know, this sounds so like silly and annoying, but like when I tend to, like, right when I get home from like working doing Instacart, I like to take a shower immediately when I get home. And something that I don't like is because of the way the house is set up and the fact that I live with my grandparents and they like to sit like right out in the like dining room area, which is kind of like right here. And my bathroom is right here. Like this is my room. My bathroom is right across from my room and the dining room is like right over here. And so you can see the space in between the bathroom and my room. And I just can't stand when they're there because I feel like I have to change the way that I want to do things because like at that point I don't feel like I don't want to like walk out in a towel like when they're there looking at me, you know? But that's how I like to do it because I like everything being like in my room. I don't like having to like get fully dressed when I'm in the bathroom. Like I don't like that. But if they're sitting in the living room, I feel like I would have to like do that. And so it's like I don't like so a lot of the times it might be like if they're sitting out there, then I will procrastinate taking a shower, which is this whole other thing. It's just like the way that my mind just gets so stuck and is like, no, I can't do this if this. And then if I do this, then I have to do this and this that I don't like. And it's always like, it's just, it's just too much. And I'm like, why do I have to be so, like, why does it have to be such a big deal? But to me, like, it is. And it's like, and so, like, I feel like in that way, like, I'm very rigid in my thinking. I'm like, it doesn't have to be so whatever. I'm like, this shouldn't cause me this much, like, anguish, basically. And so, like, I feel really annoyed by it. And I'm like, and I don't like that. Like, I just can't like you like to take a shower right when you get home. Just take a shower. And it's okay if you have to change the way that you do it a little bit. Except it doesn't feel that way to me. So like there's that. Or like anytime there's people in the house, like I don't like if there's somebody else that I'm not, that's not the usual people that live in my home, I will avoid going into the kitchen to get some food because I don't want to talk to people. And yeah, I mean, this is a little bit like of like just like issues that I have with like I don't know, not I don't know, but still at the same time I feel like it's related to like rigidity because it's like why am I so like rigid in this? And like why are the feelings so strong in this and that I like will not compromise for the situation, you know? Is that making sense? And like what like other kind of things? I'm trying to think of like other ways that this shows up for me. Well, I mean, there's kind of like I do have a little bit of an all or nothing mentality when it comes to things, so I feel like I'm very rigid in that. And that again gets in the way of me just like being able to be happy and do things that I want to because I can be that way. I have that kind of mentality in a lot of things where it's just like all or nothing. And like, if I can't, like if I can't be perfect at something, I don't want to do it. Or if I'm not gonna do like all these things, then I can't. Oh my God, like even just earlier today, like for some reason, like I've got this like in my mind, I guess since I've been doing Instacart, like that there's like I have to work if I'm gonna leave the house because like I can't just leave the house and do something else. And this is probably also tied to like this ingrained mainly by my family, but also like society as a whole of like putting people's value in their productivity. So I mean it's a little bit related to that, but also like I just feel like I don't know. It's like, well, if I'm gonna go out to because I wanted to like just get things from the store for myself and I didn't want to work. But I was like procrastinating it because I was like, well, I also had other things that I wanted to do, and I feel like, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna work, I have to do all these things, and like, there's just so much all the time, and I'm like, why can't I just like do things that I want to do, and why like does it always have to be the same? Like, it doesn't always have to be the same, but for some reason, like I just can't get myself to feel that way. And so I'm like, and now I've associated that like if I'm leaving the house, I have to work. I have to do Instacart. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, you can just go and get yourself something and come right back. But it's like for some reason I've got it like that I'm not allowed to do that. And I'm like, why have I made that a thing? And just like I don't know, just all these things where I'm like, okay, if I don't, like, I can't, I have to do this way, and I can't do this unless I do this. Just all these things. And it's like, and I guess it's just interesting because it's like something that I wouldn't, like, I've always been like that, but I wouldn't think about it. And I wouldn't think about, like, how kind of, I mean, honestly, a little bit disabling that is. Like, hello, surprise, the disability is disabling me. But it gets like it genuinely gets in the way sometimes, and it stops me from doing things and like things that I need to do, and also like things that I just want to do. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be this hard, but it fucking is. But it is, you know. I don't know if I've explained any of this well. Also, like, I forget again, but you always have to say, like, on the internet, like, I'm just talking about my own experience, and I'm also like, I can't always explain things exactly the way that I want to, especially when I make a video like this that like I didn't script, I just had an idea and started talking about it because like that's what I've been trying to do lately so that I can make more videos and that I'm not giving myself excuses about it and like, oh, I have to like have a fully formed like basically script because that's what I would do. I'd type on my computer like what I'm gonna say for my YouTube videos for a lot of them. But what was I saying? Oh my god. The ADHD is ADHDing. Especially the last few days. The way that I've been operating, like the way that I've been doing things, just like so many things at once. It's been extra chaotic lately for me, the way that I'm doing things. I mean, I'm doing things and I'm accomplishing things, but it's just like I'm going between a bunch of different things and I'm still losing track of what I was saying. Oh, I was trying to say, like, okay, so I'm not trying to diagnose anyone. If you relate to this doesn't mean that you are autistic. Just getting that out of the way because I didn't say it at the beginning, but like, just for clarity, okay? And I'm not like any kind of expert. And I'm just doing the best that I can. I can't always articulately say things. Usually I'm a lot better in writing. And so, like, when I write everything out, and I think about things sometimes, but this is a really authentic video. This is like the way that my brain is. This is like my inner monologue in my head. This is kind of how it is. It's just all over the place. But yeah, I'm just saying that because I'm like, I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea about anything and act like I give perfect perfect definitions and examples of things. I'm just a person, okay? I'm just a person. And like I could make a different kind of video that's very well researched and really explains everything nicely, but I don't feel like doing that. So this is what it is. I am not making claims about like if you feel in any way like this or relate to this, you are absolutely autistic. That is not what I'm saying. Okay? So just let that be clear. I think I've been recording for a long time now, so this will be I guess this will be a fun video to edit. That's sarcasm. Um I don't know, like I kind of like editing videos, but also I don't. It's a little bit like tedious. It's a little bit annoying. But it's also a little bit exciting sometimes. But only like if I make it fun. But I don't really make my videos fun or whatever. Like I was in when I was in high school, I did an elective like the TV productions, like the school like morning show or whatever. I did that for a little bit and I would like edit some videos and like that was really fun for me and like I really enjoyed editing videos. And there was like this one project I did where I just edited everything so well, like to this song, and the timing of everything to me was just like beautiful, so good. And that was a lot of fun for me and I got a lot of satisfaction out of that. And so I'm like, I think about that and I'm like, I like editing videos, but like just listening to myself talk and like cutting out all the times that I pause and all the times that I stutter a lot or like mess words up, um or say all the time or um other things. It's just like it's just not as fun. It's just not as fun. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'm just yapping at this point. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for liking this video. Thanks for subscribing to this channel. Thanks for leaving me a comment. I love when you guys comment on my videos. It's super nice. I don't always respond to people, but I do read the comments. Sometimes it's just a lot of pressure to respond because I think too much. But I appreciate comments, okay? And you might get a response. But don't feel bad if you don't. It's just like sometimes I just don't. And it depends on when I look at the notifications. It depends on what kind of mood I am, what kind of mood I'm in. Like sometimes I just open it because well I tend actually I get I as soon as I notice a notification I probably will look at it. But that doesn't mean that I'm in the mood to respond. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like opening it, not because I'd have the energy to like respond to it, but because I'm having anxiety about like, I hope it's not somebody being mean to me. Just being honest. Just be completely honest. Okay. Anyway, I don't know, I guess I feel like talking. I'm just like staring at my phone, talking to myself. But for some reason, I don't want to shut up right now. But I will now. So thank you. Hope you have the best day, and I will see you in the next video.